Well, an engine we've seen here on many an occasion before. It's number 3 in your program. And this is a Foden C-type tractor. It was built in 1925. It was originally a half-track machine. That wasn't too successful, and was rebuilt as a tractor and sold to a farmer in Northumberland. The second one is an agriculture machine. The first agriculture machines were portable engines. They were moved from one place to another by horses. If it took 2 horses to move it, it was a 2-horse engine. If it took 4 horses, it was a 4-horse engine, and so on. The actual idea of horsepower as a unit of power wasn't actually sorted out until James Watt got a horse, some pulleys and a heavy weight and started doing some experimentation where he decided that, or discovered that the average horse could lift a 3,300 pound weight 1 foot in 1 minute, and that was designated as a horsepower. Still is, in actual fact. Works out at 746 watts electrically. So if you've got a vacuum cleaner with a 750 watt motor in it, you've got a 1 horsepower vacuum cleaner, but I bet you never thought of it that way. Eventually the motion work was turned around the other way and they were made self-moving, as this one is. And this is barrel number 5 in your program. This one's called Crimson Lazy, built in 1927 and owned by the Fanson family of Luton in Bedfordshire. Because the Fanson family have been involved with steam engines since time immemorial, I think it is. Another one of the Fordson Majors. Another Fordson Major with the hydraulics on it for the front end lift, and a Field Marshal tractor. Now the green Field Marshal tractor here, 500cc, a single cylinder engine. The story goes there's only 7 moving parts and one of those is the driver. It's a very, very simple but very reliable, very good tractor. For some reason or other, the lad girls used to like them during World War II. Can't imagine why that was. Another one of the Ferguson's here. This has got the metal trailer on the back. Again, wheels at the back, so all the weight, or half the weight, goes onto the wheels of the tractor to get some grip. And the smaller of the wooden trailers here. So there were 38 different items which you could put on the back of a Ferguson tractor. This one's obviously been adapted for some specialist job. Got a crane arrangement on the front there. Plus, of course, it also has the trailer on the back with the plough ready for work when you get to wherever you're going. So a contractor would be using something like that to go from one farm to another. Now one of the Fordson Majors in sort of as-found condition, and as I say earlier, some of them look as though they've just come off the showground, county showground stand. Others come round, gives you an idea how much work you need to do in order to get them looking absolutely spick and span. Trantor, they still make machines. You'll find Trantors about. This has got a Perkins diesel engine in it. It's got the badge on the front for Perkins diesel. I was doing a commentary like this one day, and a woman came out to me and she said, well, you got that all wrong, didn't you? I said, well, that's not unusual. And she said, I said, what did I get wrong? She said, well, a bit about the badge. I said, well, go on. And she said, well, there were 28 different sizes of that badge. And I said, how do you know that? She said, because I used to make them. You meet all sorts of people doing this job. Another one of the Field Marshal tractors. These are a little bit odd to start up sometimes. There's the world's largest starting handle on the inside of the DSI mudguard there, or you can start it with a cartridge. You unscrew a plug at the front of the engine, turn the engine around to the right point, put this cartridge in and tap the end of the plug smartly with a hammer. The cartridge fires and starts up the engine. It's the sort of thing you would call a Kaufman starter if you were into the aircraft business. The other way of doing it is to put a piece of lighted paper in there and swing the thing over by hand. A little bit of lighted paper acts as a glow plug that you get in a normal diesel. And they did actually have a lineup of these things in one of the rallies and did a Le Mans start. Everyone had to rush over and do whatever they did to get things going and then drive them out of the arena. Out the field in or whatever. and so it's much more difficult to get water nowadays. But of course there are the little man-made rivers that run along the roads, aren't there, with a little yellow cover on top, little iron cover, painted yellow.